Hello YouTubers, welcome back to some more Dominions 5. We are playing Relay and we are in turn 44 of the playthrough that started with a blitz. So let's see where we are going here. I have cast a few spells, one of them being this Water Serpent. This is a unique summon of an underwater, serpent. Death Serpent, and no one answered the spell because someone else has already cast it. I really thought I would be the only one who had access to this one. It must be Asphodel, and I did notice that he has some underwater territory somewhere, so he must have gone underwater somewhere and then cast this spell. Unfortunate. I really thought, since it was a blitz, I really thought no one would have economy spells like this one. This is a gem generator, as far as I recall. He did generate, I'm gonna say, death gems. It's been a while since I had him. So anyway, then I'm casting Voice of Tiamat, and we get an Iron Cliff, which generates one Earth Gem, and that's about it there. And then I lost the Ghost Ship Armada, and this one really surprised me. It must be Arcosophal who has dispelled it, and I'm not sure why he would do that. He's under attack by another nation, so he's spending gems on this thing that wasn't harassing him. It could not have... He almost has no... coastal territories remaining. I don't think anyone else has the astral gems to do it, though I might be wrong. Sorry, not the astral gems, but the astral path. And I might be wrong about that. Someone else might have a pretender with astral on them, or have at this point in the game summoned units that can then that have high astrals, something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm not allowed to have any toys. No fun for the Keejchen. It's fine. And then I didn't find any magic sites here, and then we're being attacked by Asphodel in 4 different places, one of them being the capital. So let's have a look at that battle first. This is mainly just I think it's 2 of the undead stacks that have converged now on the capital here. I don't see one leader, but I think there's one more leader somewhere in here. And yeah, I've never done anything to this PD, so it's just the standard PD. He's attacking Rhea here, so they will go and murder. There's nothing that my PD can do against this kind of undead force, but I think they actually take some losses here to the Lobo Guard, which is quite nice. And like that, we lose that one, so we do kill 40 undead. And that's quite nice, I suppose. It thins out down to 210-ish, 217 units in here. That are now sieging down my capital, though, which is not a good thing. So, we will have to do something about that. Then we are being attacked in Annika. Oh, right. They come in here with, he comes in here with this one shaman here, thinking that the standard PD that we put up always has an Illithid Lord. This is why you should always put one PD. This has cost me 1 gold to get this guy in here. And he murders this one shaman. Well, he stun locks it long enough for these 2 spearmen to run up and punch him to death. Isn't that fun? Well, I don't think he dies. He's already broken here. But, yeah, I don't get people who don't pay 1 coin to defend their provinces. So that's how that worked out. We won that fight. Whatever. Then there was a battle in the Greater Wild. This is some black centaurs taking some territory from me. Nothing much to be done about that. These black centaurs are beasts. Some of them are throwing spears. Is that right? Huh, interesting. Why would they waste their time doing that when they punch so hard? And then they have this one Carrion Centaur in the back line. Alright. And then in Mammoth Grove, this is next to my lake. We do have a force. I suppose, I was thinking that this force would come underwater, but they have Black Centaurs, which cannot go underwater, so I don't think they will now that I look at it. And this is a very small force. We are gonna have to revise my scripting a bit then. I'm trying to do some new things in this episode here. Let's have a look at it in a sec here. I'm gaining some gems. Population and unrest. We are under siege in our relay, and our walls are damaged. Let's have a look at that. The fortification here, even though it says the walls are damaged, which is not that... it can say critical and stuff like that. I would say that 82 out of 500 is pretty critical. It means that they would break the siege next turn, but not this turn. So I'm not doing anything in here. Let's see if they stay. I'm suspecting that he will go on and leave to one of the other provinces. So I'm poking in with this one Trader Prince on hold retreat, and see if he just needs like one deceased guy or whatever. Can't be when they're undead. Anyway, so here's my battle orders for the turn, and we had a guy commenting that saying that I should use water elementals more to fight underwater against Asphodel here, and that probably makes a lot of sense. I think I should have patrolled in the capital with some mages too, something like that. I don't know. But in here, I am now patrolling. I was thinking that this stack would come down underwater, but now that I look at it, it's pretty like 12 Black Centaurs, and then the rest is there's only one leader, and he can't bring the Black Centaur, so then he would have to leave the Black Centaurs behind in here, which I don't think he's gonna do. So I was thinking that he would like to come down here and harass my little fort, but now I'm thinking that that's probably not going to happen. So let's break that again. Put them on. Don't patrol. Just continue to research for now, and then you cast this Voice of Tiamat up here again. Maybe I could patrol with like one of these guys. But why would he come down here if he has... I don't think he will leave his Black Centaurs behind. So these guys are probably going on to Jotunheim. Is my prediction. And then, let's see. My predictions have been wrong in almost every case so far with Asphodel here. So that maybe we might learn that I'm completely wrong about that. But here I am moving a force underwater from over here. And this time we are doing like a communion master here, divine blessing. It's a priest communion with another priest communion master here. Lots of slaves. We have so many slaves, so I should start doing a few of these large communions. I've forged this Sea King's goblet to bring these sacred jade maidens with me underwater, which is probably a bit silly, but it's gonna be fun. And then over here, by Jotunheim. I'm trying to demolish Jotunheim, taking down the fort and the lab in here, which I don't think that will work if he comes in and sits on the siege in this turn, which I think he will do. So, yeah, we will probably not be allowed to do it, but I'm gonna try. And then I'm also moving an army up here, my big army from in here. They're taking diseases in here right now because of the supply being too low. I don't think he's gonna move in here with anything. So this is mostly posturing. From here I will probably just move back and patrol in the Deadlands yet again. Then over here, we can tell in here that he is, because I have my eyes of God, I can see here the exact amount of PD he has put up. 0 PD in here. So I'm just moving one of my little, what are they called? Star Children in here. And then up here, same story, defense 0. The army might move back this way, in which case we will lose this small raiding force, but it's just a bunch of hybrid with one chamber chief set he should be at hold in the background. So that if they lose all of these guys, he should run away and live, but it doesn't really matter if he doesn't. And here, yeah, we have my army, I don't know. And then over here, I'm finally trying I'm moving in, let's see, one little slave mage who is gonna summon water power and then cast 3 water elementals. And then conservative magic gem use. He shouldn't, like, there's 0 defense in here, so unless he puts in like a lot of PD, he shouldn't use any gems on it, but if he like lands an army in here, at least that will do something. And then if he doesn't spend any gems, he can just walk back. I was thinking about breaking siege over here with a communion and water gems, but really if he is then just walking on to one of my other provinces, then it's a wasted effort. I don't know about over here. I could also just, I don't know if immobile pretenders like this can patrol, but I can set him to patrol, and I had sort of scripted him to it. Now that we know how small of a force he's coming in with, I could do it with just him. I don't think they can take him out. Yeah, initially now I'm completely, like, because I was scripting like, yeah, these guys can hurt my pretender, but they can't come underwater, so what the hell was I thinking? So we only need the pretender in here, I think. And the question is whether I want to use, because I think I want to search for magic sites with him in here, just to get that done. See if we find anything. I'm also casting Howard Specs and Dark Knowledge in a few places up here to find more magic sites. I'm just really farming for gems right now, trying to get as much gem income as we can, so we can transmute into Astral Pearls and cast more cool globals later down the line. I don't think I want to recast the Ghost Armada, though there is space for it right now. Wow, it seems kind of silly. I'm sure someone else will put up a global this turn, but it'll be what it is. I want to be researching Evocation level 5 because there was a thing in here. Not the Falling Frost. Huh. Is it down in 6? Cleansing Water is in 6. Why am I going for 5 then? Cleansing Water is an anti-undead. Water spell is water level 2 spell, which is pretty decent. Large area of effect, and it will damage undead. Yeah. So I was thinking about going for that one, but I'm not sure what I'm looking for in level 5 here. Yeah. Falling Frost, I suppose, is fine. Cannot be cast underwater, though. And then Thaumaturgy seems also maybe kind of silly again, because I'm going for Enslaved Mind, which doesn't work on Asphodel at all. Someone told me in a comment at some point that I would be a really good counter against Asphodel, and I took that to heart because of all their units being mindless, but then their commanders I would be able to use my Enslaved Mind and Mind Blasting on. But all their commanders are also mindless, so this was a complete wash. And so I mistakenly, because of that, thought that I would be a really good counter to Asphodel, and my lord, that was wrong. But, oh well. Yeah, I'm moving out my big army here. Why am I posturing over here? To scare him in Jotunheim? Could we take him on in Jotunheim? He can be there in 2 turns with a lot of units. We'll see. If he doesn't set a huge force on Jotunheim and doesn't have, like, takes out this one, and I don't know what we could do to... I'm thinking about the scout here. Yeah, I don't know. He would need to be using this as a staging point, so if I could get vision on this province here next turn, I would know whether he had armies ready to march down into Jotunheim. Because I think my army here can beat, well, at least these 2 stacks that he has right here. They're the only ones that can reach Jotunheim this turn. If we can get to demolish Jotunheim, the fort in here, we would at least have denied him that, and that's going to be a thorn in his side. I'm a bit spiteful, I suppose, at this point here. I'm just trying to hurt Asphodel now. And I don't know. I don't think he comes down here at all. If I'm wrong, it's also bad. We don't have a lot of PD in here, so just putting this one guy on patrol would not be enough, I think. Man, I don't know. I also want to research. Right, 600 research is quite nice. What we needed to go to, is it Astral? Astral 9 to get the Arcane Nexus, which I'm tempted to go for. So that would need to be like 300 Astral Gems-ish, and we are making 9 per month. But then a few other gem types are available. Maybe I can strike up some trades with some of the other people. It's gonna take a while to get there, which is why I'm searching for more magic gem sites right now. We'll try to make it work. Maybe like 10 turns I could put up Arcane Nexus. It would take me more than 10 turns, I suppose, to research Enchantment 9, huh? So maybe I should start it a little bit earlier here. My research won't be going much higher than the 600, if higher at all. Maybe it is silly to try to go for that. Arcane Nexus would be a really good one. Like that's an end-game spell. If I overcast it enough that they can't really put it down, then it might be. It gives me Astral Pearls equal to the quarter of all magic gems used for rituals and forging. Power of Astral Pearls and boss saves and all that. Yeah, okay. From Astral rituals, I suppose, are not gathered at all. Interesting. Alright, I thought it was only blood slaves that were excluded. I see. Yeah. I'm sending out some scouts now. A few. I was surprised by this capital siege here. I didn't think he would go for it, and I don't think we can lose it. Pretty sure that what we have in here can do it alone, like take out the... If I make a communion with the priest guys here and cast enough water elementals, then we should be able to push out this one force. But if he pours more into that same siege, then we might have a problem here. So I can also teleport my pretender over, and I can teleport more guys over if I really need to. So there's that. Yeah. Alright, let's leave it at this. I think it's good enough. Probably... Oh, do we need to side search more in here? Should we? Could we? We could. Oh, we could. Hold on. I can grab this little thing and then put it... Oh, I'm moving out all of these guys, though. Huh. Let me hold you back to side search? That seems insane. Let me go for that Evocation 6, and then we will go for the Thaumaturgy. I also need Conjuration level 6 for the final... What's it called? Spirits of Deep, Shark Attack. What? Is that it? Spirits of the Deep? Huh. Where's the Water Elementals? Is that in 7? Living Water is in 7. Oh, really? Living Fire, Living Water, all of those things are in 7. Dang it. Alright. I don't know if there's anything down in the bottom here to go for. Probably not. Alright. Conjuration 6 is not that interesting then. So should we go for 7? I don't know what to go for, man. 6 Thaumaturgy for the Enslaved Mind. Enslaved Mind is fun. It's just, it doesn't work against Asphodel, the only guy I'm fighting right now. Yeah. We will take stock again next turn and see if I can come up with something better to do. Let's send Azak here with the army, sure. He also has a few troops, I see. Alright, that's good enough. See you guys in the next episode, and bye-bye.